Okay, pero siyempre 'di ba sa sa terms of engagement, sana wala namang pinapatay, hinuhuli at pinapanagot sa hustisya.
Yes, Your Honors.
Okay. So, as a commander, station commander, alam mo tong nangyayaring ito na legitimate operation, may napapatay. Meron bang na-inquest or na-demanda ng mga pulis involved doon sa pagkamatay ng mga suspects?
Wala akong maalala, Your Honor.
Why? 'Di ba as a station commander, 'di ba dapat accountable ka or what I mean you have the obligation na since may namatay whether whether it is ay talamak na akyat bahay or whatever yung kaso, 'di ba dapat pag may namamatay may inquest or merong investigation?
Yes, Your Honor, supposed to be if there is a discharge of firearms or death of the suspect, the IAS is mandated under Republic Act 8551 to conduct a automatic investigation.
Did you not recommended any investigation to the IAS?
I cannot because it is my unit who is involved. Supposed to be, it is a automatic duty of the IAS as mandated in RA 8551. Basta po may discharge of firearm, may death, or meron pong violation of human rights like seriously injured yung suspect, there's no need for like a memo requesting the IAS to investigate. Under the law po, it is automatic.
So it is automatic that the IAS would investigate?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero as a commander, station commander, you have the duty to recommend, sabihin sa IAS na itong mga pulis na ito, nakapatay ng suspect, you have to investigate.
Hindi po ganun how it works. We are just required to submit IR and the complete folder, and the crime scene is always processed by SOCO. Para kung may investigation, the crime scene is preserved and all evidence po ay ma-preserve.
Well, hindi naman ganun yung nangyayari, no? So, yun dapat na, kaya nga tayo nagkakaroon ng investigation in aid of legislation dito, no? Para mabago yung ganung sitwasyon. Kasi nasabi natin, any operations of the police, kung may namatay, whether police yan or suspect, dapat ay may investigation, automatic, at the least, recommended by the station commander. But anyway, Mr. Chair, in number 7, while you are in the station or as a station commander of Sasa Police Station, naka-receive ka ng call from Police Lieutenant Colonel Padua. Then, the intelligence officer of Bato de la Rosa, who was the city director of Davao at that time. Ano tong call na to? Can you describe? Ano po ito?
The call pertains to, he informed me that there will be a entrapment operation which will be conducted in my area of responsibility, particularly in Malagamot, Barangay Malagamot, Your Honor.
Okay. Anong operation ito?
I think it is a entrapment operation, parang may swindling ata o fraud na activity po yung suspect.
So, again, may namatay na naman.
Yes,
Tama
Your
pa?
Honor.
Tama po ba? So, ano nangyari? Naimbestigahan ba to?
Na-process po ng SOCO at na-preserve naman po yung evidence. But since it is a implied, understandable po.
So, again,
So it is
kapag operation, so-called legitimate operations, pag may namamatay, walang nananagot sa mga namamatay.
that call,
Kahit na inimbestigahan po. Tama?
it appears to be that way po, Your
Parang,
Honor.
Mr. Chair, parang automatic dito, no? Kapag may operation, legitimate or not, may napatay, just may report lang, and then kung iimbestigahan ng IAS, hanggang doon na lang.
Your Honor,
Opo.
unless po the relatives of the victim will file cases po.
Okay. Pero hindi lang ganon. Kasi
Yes.
tayo po as government official, may responsibilidad tayo sa anumang nangyayari sa ating mamamayan. Lalong-lalo na mga pulis, di ba? To serve and protect yung ating mga kababayan. Kahit na kriminal yan o hindi, you serve and protect. And to give justice, di ba? Or kung nagkaroon ng excessive force or whatever, di ba? So, so tingin mo merong mali doon sa sistema, sa police as regards to that,
Yes, Your Honor.
na kailangan natin baguhin yung ano, no?
It is true, Your Honor.
Okay. Ito po bang Police Lieutenant Colonel Padua nasa service pa rin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So ito rin meron din dito isa na namang parang operations sa Sasa, Barangay Captain, nag-report ng akyat bahay. Ano po ang nangyari dito? Pakikwento nga po, Colonel.
Yes po, that is a legitimate operation. The barangay captain was also there during the operation, and meron din pong media who was also present, and there was an actual engagement. Buhay po yung isang suspect dyan, pero pagdating po sa hospital, mga siguro 5 to 10 minutes after namatay din. And then may isa po na nakatakbo pero may sugat po. And nagkaroon po yan ng reward when the suspect eventually died in the hospital po.
So sinasabi mo dito nakatanggap ka ng 20,000 na reward?
Yes po.
Okay. So ito na yung sinasabi nating reward, no? Doon sa kwento mo about the reward. So tinanggap mo itong 20,000.
Yes po, itinawag po kasi binibigay.
Saan po galing itong 20,000 na rewards? Sinabi mo kay Boy Alce,
Yeah,
Sergeant, from Sergeant Suan, provided by Boy Alce. Sino po ba tong mga to?
Boy Alce is a retired police officer. Kilala po siya sa area ng Sasa. And when such incident happens in Sasa, he was the one providing the amount through Sergeant Suan. Unfortunately po, si Sergeant Suhan was killed I think 3 years ago when he was on board a taxi po, pauwi siya, binaril po siya. And Boy Alce also died po of, I think may sakit na rin po yan, namatay na rin po.
Sa tingin mo, yung pumatay kay Sergeant Suan ay yung nagbibigay ng reward? Or work nung nagbibigay ng reward?
Ay naging suspicious po ako because they said that Sergeant Suan was engaged in illegal drug activities, parang protector or something, and ayun, nabaril po siya, namatay po nung sumakay siya ng taxi pa uwi sa bahay nila. I think it is a unsolved crime din po sa Davao.
Okay. So, yung Boy Alce, no, yung retired police officer. So, ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, meron na tayo ditong example na talagang may reward. Example natin si Colonel Garma herself na tumanggap ng reward based on this mga operations. Right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, medyo mahirap tanggapin ito, Mr. Chair. So, talagang antapang ni si Colonel Garma, no, pinakita niya dito talaga yung cooperation at tapang niya, no, na ganito dahil gusto talaga natin makakuha ng mga sample na merong reward. Kasi katulad niyan, sinasabi ni Colonel Leonardo, wala siyang alam doon sa rewards. At merong gato example. At makakakita pa tayo niyan. Katulad nga ng sinasabi ni Kong Jay kanina, maraming magko-collaborate no dun kay Colonel Garma. At marami pa dito no Mr. Chair. At hindi ko na rin iisa-isahin, baka meron tayong ibang colleagues na pwede pa ring magtanong. Ang huling tanong ko na lang, Mr. Chair, nandun ka sa detention center ng HOR, tama po?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay naman po, komportable ka doon?
Okay naman po. I was able to adjust, Your
Were
Honor.
you, pumupunta ba ang iyong anak?
Nasa akin po yung anak ko doon po, sa loob.
Nasa loob.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Magkasama kayo doon?
Yes,
So,
yes,
no
Your Honor.
problem sa kanya?
Medyo nagre-request na po na kung makalabas daw kami, may plans siya. Sabi ko, konting tiis na lang, sabi ko po sa kanya, Your Honor.
So, she's not schooling? Alam ko babae yung anak mo? Hindi ba siya nag-aaral?
Online po siya, schooling ngayon.
Okay,
As long as
online.
may internet, Your Honor, nakakaaral siya.
Alam mo, Mr. Chair, disclosure, nung last hearing, nakita kami ni Colonel Garma sa loob ng CR. Talagang nagtaka ako bakit niya ako niyakap. So sabi niya, parang gumaan ang loob niya. Well, sabi ko, buti na lang po, nakikipag-cooperate kayo para makita natin yung katotohanan. At ang sabi niya, yung kanyang anak ang nag-push sa kanya na magsabi ng katotohanan at yung nakagaan sa loob. Alam niyo po bilang ina, ako po, ina po ako ng 2 lalaki. Talaga pong yung pag anak na yung nagsasabi, talagang makakonsensya ka eh. Minsan, Mr. Chair, nasagad-sagad ko yung trabaho bilang union leader, no? Pag nagsabi yung anak ko na, Mama, hindi na tayo nakakapunta sa ganito, puro ka na lang trabaho, puro ka. Yun ang nagiging konsensya effect ng nanay, yung kanyang anak. At buti na lang ay nag-cooperate si Colonel Garma. Alam ko yung sinasakripisyo ng isang ina sa ganitong situation. Katanungin ko sana, Mr. Chair, kung tumatawag yung anak niya, yung pala nandiyan dyan. Pero sa stay mo sa detention, may tumawag ba sa'yo? May tumatawag ba sa'yo, Mr. Chair?
Yes, ma'am. My relatives and
Sino pa? Tumawag ba sa'yo si former President Duterte?
yes, Your Honor.
Tumawag sa'yo si former President Duterte. Kailan po? Paano yon? Yung bago ka nag-testify or after you have testified nung last meeting?
After I testified, Your Honor, last Thursday.
Okay, dahil tumawag siya sa'yo, no? So, ibig sabihin, may number pa sa'yo si President Duterte, former President Duterte. O hindi ka nagpalit ever ng number mo mula noong...
Nagpalit po ako ng number. Actually, yung number ko is just more than 1 year pa lang na ginagamit ko to, Your Honor. Yung number ko. I think he is very resourceful naman siguro, kaya nahanap yung number ko, Your Honor.
Ilang beses tumawag sa'yo si former President Duterte?
Once po.
Once.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pwede bang malaman kung ano sinabi sa'yo ni former President Duterte?
He just explained why Iglesia ni Cristo yung hinanap niyang officer.
So that's why hinanap mo si Colonel Leonardo?
In-explain niya sa akin why Iglesia ni Cristo po yung pinahanap.
Bakit daw, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Chair.
Your Honor, ang sabi niya is mapagkakatiwalaan sa pera ang Iglesia ni Cristo.
So, ibig sabihin,
Kasi
dahil siya na mismo nagsabi na mapapagkatiwalaan sa pera. So, ibig sabihin, inductive reasoning lang, Mr. Chair. So, ibig sabihin, mapapagkatiwalaan ng pera si Colonel Leonardo. Dahil Colonel Leonardo is an iglesia ni Cristo. Parang ganun ang implication sa'yo.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, ibig sabihin, nabibigyan ng pera si Colonel Leonardo. Yung mga rewards.
it can be interpreted that way, maybe,
Okay.
Your Honor.
So hindi, pag ina-analyze lang natin Mr. Chair. Kasi yung mga ganon na yung mga implication and simple lang yon logic. But anyway, ayan mali na Mr. Chair. Tinatawagan si Colonel Leonardo ni former President Duterte. Aside from that explanation, hindi ka ba niya pinigilan na magsabi ng totoo dito sa Quadcom or ano man yung any other messages aside from that?
Wala po. Wala siyang, hindi niya ako pinigilan. Wala po.
So wala na.
Wala po.
Hindi ka naman nag-sorry sa kanya dahil nagsabi ka ng totoo.
Actually, nag-sorry po ako. Yes, I said, I'm sorry.
Okay. Siguro lang natin 'yan kulturan natin 'yon kapag
Yes, ma'am.
pero hindi dapat siya hinga ng hindi pa tayo dapat mag-sorry sa kanya dahil dapat mag-sorry siya si President Duterte, former President Duterte ay mag-sorry doon sa libo-libong tao, mga kabataan, mga inosente na pinatay niya. So, Mr. Chair. So that ends my interpellation, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Colonel Garma.
The next to interpolate is Congresswoman Franz Castro. You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Kay Colonel Garma. Yan. Kumusta na po kayo, Colonel Garma? From the last committee hearing po, talagang very emotional kayo. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So ngayon po, kumusta na po si Colonel Garma?
I feel better,
Okay.
Mr. Chair, Your Honors.
Nakapagpa-medical na kayo, Mr. Chair? Colonel Garma?
Hindi pa po, ma'am.
Hindi pa.
Maybe within this week, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
Okay. So nasa detention ka pa rin, di ba? Ng
Yes, Your
house. Dito kasi dito sa yung affidavit, yung supplemental affidavit mo, bakit ka nag-supplemental affidavit po?
That is a more detailed experience ko po sa Davao City po, Mr. Chair, which is hindi ko po na-explain sa first affidavit po.
Okay. So, ang sentro kasi ng affidavit mo, yung first affidavit mo, Mr. Chair, ay yung tungkol doon sa reward system at yung pagbubuo ng something like task force or team, no? To start yung tinatawag na war on drugs on a national scale using the Davao model. So yun yung pinakabuod at ipinakita mo dito through a flow chart kung paano yung flow ng nung reward system. Tama po.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ayan. Doon sa affidavit mo, dito ngayon sa affidavit mo, naging familiar ka alam mo na ngayon yung Davao Death Squad. Kasi nandito sa number 5, I became aware of the so-called Davao Death Squad through various sources during my assignment in Davao. It was a common knowledge among officers that all station commanders had special teams designated for special operations. Although it did not know the identities of these teams, culture of silence prevailed among police office in the Davao regarding such matters. So, ano katungkulan mo dito sa Davao City nung nalaman mo po yung DDS?
Nung pong bagong assign pa lang po ako, siguro mga 2 years or 3 years after, narinig ko na po yung word na DDS of Davao Death Squad. But it's more on naririnig ko lang po at nag-observe lang po ako because during that time, I am a junior officer and my position is just focused on handling a specific section in the main office po.
And that is the women's desk? Tama
Yes,
po ba?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so itong mga special teams na ito, or operational teams na ito ay hindi mo kilala? Hindi mo
po.
pa kilala.
Hindi ko kilala kasi po nasa main office lang ako, maliit lang po yung section ko, and these are spread sa mga different stations and medyo tago po when they work, Your Honor.
Okay, so that was sometime in 1999. Yung first
Parang-
first assignment mo sa
Nine-
Davao.
Yes, mga ganun pong mga taon po.
Okay. And then you have witnessed the existence of a reward system.
Yes, Your Honors.
So, pwede mo bang ikwento itong sinasabi mong existence of a reward system? O yun na ba yung nasa flowchart mo? O yung nandoon sa first affidavit?
Hindi po.
So, ano ibig sabihin nitong reward system na nakita mo na nag-exist pala?
Yan po yung result ng isang police operation where the suspect ay napatay o namatay, either self-defense or hindi, or it is a result po ng hindi po siya legitimate operation pero po may namatay. And may natatanggap pong specific amount
So, mismo doon-
na-neutralize po.
Mismo dun sa station where you were assigned.
When I was in the station, I was able to validate the existence of such system po.
So, ito nga po yung sa Santa Ana Police Station.
Yes, Your
Yung
Honor.
number 6 on your affidavit, no? Okay, so as a station commander, hindi mo alam itong mga operation na to. Hindi siya legitimate operations.
Legitimate po ang mga yan. Yun nga po, pag na-neutralize po, meron pong 20,000 kang matatanggap. Pero kung nahuli mo, siguro kung hindi po kami na-engage at nahuli namin po siya, wala po. It's just refund of the operational expense po.
Okay. So 20,000. So meaning parang street ano lang to, no? Drug personality. Tama.
Hindi lang po drug personality. Sometimes those habitual offenders or recidivists na involved in mga akyat bahay, hold up, or snatching.
Pati ganon, merong rewards. Pag kasama ba sa rewards yung mga napapatay, naakyat bahay, receive.
Opo, Your Honor.
Okay. So parang naano rin ako doon, ano? Pati yung mga ganong petty.
Those
Na mga-
Your Honor, those
Pati yung mga petty
identified,
crime na ganon, akyat bahay, theft,
Your Honor, it appears to be petty, but these are habitual
habitual.
and recidivist po.